Hmm. Hello, collective. How is your vibe? Hello, collective. It's me, Patience, your favorite psychic spirit medium, developing her psychic gift with you. It is my honor to be of service to the collective. We are here with my very own spirit team, the Guild of the Golden Triangle, and we are so happy to be here with you, co-creating in this very unique way. We are here doing psychic development, connecting with spirit, learning how to read energy, because we believe here at Spirit News that we are all non-physical entities having a human experience. 90. And we love you so much. We want you to know that we support you, that we believe in you, that we have documented the data of our own experience, of our own ascension process to show you that it's possible and it's being done, not for you to do it like us, but for you to see that it's being done. So we hope that it activates something within you. We hope that it resonates. We hope that you feel some kind of healing, love, unconditional love here on this channel. We thank you for all your love and support. We couldn't be more happy or grateful. We are so grateful for all the likes, comments, shares, subscribes. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can get more of the collective readings straight from the source of spirit, your holy divine access point. We're here for you always in tandem with my very own spirit team. I call them the Guild of the Golden Triangle. That's just the name that came to mind. I actually did a meditation that was very specific that gave me that name. I don't know if I created it or if they gave it to me. I don't know. What's the difference? We're all, it all comes from source. So I don't think there has to be a distinction really, but there's 3 of them. So just a count. Most people, for the most part, have 3 spirit guides, and an archangel, a guardian angel, a past and a past and a future, and you're the present. So everyone is divine energy in a human body. Our goal with doing these readings and with sharing all of our experiences with you. Hello, thank you for being here on TikTok, which you can find in the description bar. I'm very well, thank you. Thank you for being here. Our whole goal is to help the collective in the new earth energies, to help usher in healing, to help promote healing, to help understand things from a higher perspective of your linear view. We're the host of Spirit News on Spotify, where we teach you about your non-physical energy, and we hope that it helps. We hope that it helps in any way, shape, or form. We just want to contribute. We want to communicate with you. We want to connect with you. We love doing so, and we love doing these readings. I absolutely love doing the psychic development. It's been magical. We promote divine magical energy, not magical potions or magical spell work. We don't promote that. But we do promote love, forgiveness, unconditional love, forgiveness, compassion. That's what we believe over here. So we want to do another reading. Okay. I just got this feeling in the back of my head right here, and I was trying to ignore it, but it kind of feels like something's moving around in my brain. I don't know why. So we will see what that means. All right, so we're learning through the energy. By the way, I forgot to say, I'm a childhood psychic. I was born a psychic. I was born this way. We believe everybody's psychic. Everybody has had an intuitive hit when they know someone was going to call, or they know they shouldn't hang out with somebody, or they know that they shouldn't go to a certain place or get into a certain car. Everybody has those hits. That is real. That is called your intuition. That is what your non-physical energy is made out of. It is your soul connecting with the ethers, with the grid, with source, with your guides, with your inner guidance, whatever you want to call it. It's your non-physical energy that is psychic. Psychic is just a title we've given that connection, and we haven't really in our society been taught to validate it. We've been taught to kind of cast it aside because it is your GPS. It is your way of navigating your life, and we highly recommend that you learn to trust it. If you want to know more about the art of discernment, we did make a channeled episode on Spirit News on Spotify called The Art of Discernment. It is episode 16. You can find that as well in the description bar. We would love for you to listen so you can start listening to your own inner guidance instead of going outside of yourself for anything. So, how to say that? Okay. So let's do it. So we're learning that energy is fluid. It can be past, present, or future. It can be an alternate timeline. It can be an Akashic record. Whatever it is, it's going to impart some kind of wisdom or knowledge. It's going to give a higher perspective of our linear view, because we have a very linear view of what's really going on. So by connecting with spirit, we get a higher perspective, so we can see it from their perspective, which usually helps us to understand our emotions. That's usually like the gist of it. So we're going to dive in. Okay, let's do, you know me, I always like to do a little prayer first, a little psalm. I love doing psalms first because not only does it connect us with divine spirit, it also helps cleanse, it helps to give gratitude. So let's see. I got, oh, Jiminy Crickets, I even have one circled here, Psalm 83. Do you want Psalm 83 or do you want 30? 10. Okay, this is 83, Psalm 83. Prayer against a hostile alliance. God, do not be silent. God, do not be deaf or remain unmoved. See how your enemies rage. Your foes proudly praise their heads. Or I said praise. It says raise, though. Your foes proudly raise their heads. They conspire against your people, plot against those you protect. They say, come, let us wipe them out as a nation. Let Israel's name be remembered no more. They scheme with one mind. They have entered into a covenant against you. The tents of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagrites, Jebel, Ammon, and Amalek. Oh, my eyes are getting blurry. Interesting. Philistia and the inhabitants of Tyre, Assyria too, in league with them, backs the descendants of Lot. Deal with them as with Midian, as with Sisera and Jabin in the Wadi Kishan. Those destroyed at Endor. Sounds like Lord of the Rings or something. Those destroyed at Endor who became dung for the ground. Oh my gosh, my eyes are getting blurry. What? Someone doesn't want me to read this. My eyes are literally crossing when I'm reading this. Make their nobles like Oreb and Jeeb. Holy Divine Spirit, please remove any negativity being projected at me that doesn't want me to read this. I cast you out in the name of Jesus. All their princes like Zebah and Zalmunna, who made a plan together, let us take ourselves the pastures of God. My God, make them like tumbleweed into chaff flying before the wind, as a fire raging through a forest, a flame, oh my gosh, setting mountains ablaze. Pursue them with your tempest, terrify them with your storm wind, cover their faces with shame, till they seek your name. Let them be ashamed and terrified forever. Let them perish in disgrace. Let them know that your name is Lord. You alone are the Most High over all the earth. Amen. So there's some kind of alliance that's happening or that happened that made a plan to do something, to set some kind of storm, something that they could possibly be ashamed of now. Something someone started some kind of alliance. Oh my gosh, my eyes got so blurry. They started to get cross-eyed. We'll get more clues, but let me write that down. I feel like I should write this down. So, some kind of hostile alliance, okay? Hostile alliance that schemed together, that made some kind of plan, made a plan together, okay? Something that they could be terrified or in disgrace. They could be experiencing shame and disgrace right now. Shame and disgrace, which are not fun emotions. Not at all. Okay. All right. Let's continue. Let us continue. So, Spirit, what should we do? Where do you want to go? Hostile alliance, plan, shame, and disgrace. That's what I got so far. Let's do a song. Yeah. Let's do a song. Spirit, can you please give us a song to let us know another clue as to what's happening? Spirit said 4:30. So 4, 5, 6. We'll do the daily mix 6 because 4 and 3 is 6. Want you around. Omar, Apollo, and Ruel. Okay, let's see. Baby, I want you around. Baby, I want you around. I'm done with you. And baby, I promise I'll be what you wanted. But now and here, heart took some damage. I wish I could vanish from you. Heart took some damage. Now that could be literal or it could be metaphorical. So I'm just going to write it down because I want to write down the things that stand out to me as a feeling in my body.
Arrange.
All right. Arrange. Spirit just said arrange. Some kind of plan, arrangement. There's a hostile alliance that made some kind of plan or arrangement to cause heart damage. Hold on. To make someone vanish. To make someone vanish. Heart damage, vanish. Okay. I'm missing you. Took me for granted. Ain't that what you wanted? And I'll disappear. Told me you promise. I can't even stand it. I want you around. I need you to notice me. See your name on my phone before I go to sleep. You trying to push me away. What else are you trying to gain? So some kind of ulterior motive. There's some kind of motive here. Something they're trying to gain. That's it. Wow. Well, the song isn't exactly doesn't exactly have lyrics from Shakespeare, but okay. So some kind of hostile alliance to plan an arrangement to shame and disgrace someone and possibly to create some kind of heart damage. Now that could be metaphorical or it could be literal.
Thunderously.
Thunderously. Spirit just said thunderously. So they were trying to create heart damage. That could be through heartache. That could be through like physical, like trying to create a heart attack. This also says vanish. I wish I could vanish from you. Trying to make someone vanish? If you say that word vanish too much, it's kind of like vanish, vanish, vanish. It's kind of a weird word. You know what I just thought of? Spirit just said above. Okay, yeah, Spirit said. When Spirit said above and Spirit said yes, so I'm going to say it. I had a dream last night about 5 men that were like family or brothers or something like that. They were close. They had a business together. But this business had different branches, and each brother or man famous. Yeah, these men were famous. Or they were well known. I don't know if they were famous, but they were well known. And they each had a branch of this business, and each branch was their specialty. So, like, one guy, I can't remember exactly what they were, but they were like specialized. Like, one guy was cheese and the other guy was sushi or something like that. And I was looking, we were at their house. Yeah, okay, right. We were at their house and they were on a mansion on a hill. Okay, they were in a huge mansion. And they took me to their house. I was outside and their garage is on this like elevated platform. And I'm looking up and the garage door opens a little and I see 5 snakes that are like opening the garage. I know snakes don't have arms, but they were like, I saw in front of me a white snake. Now let's see what the significance of a white snake is, because I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Let me turn this up. Okay, let's see. Symbology of a white snake.
According to Meinberg, the white snake symbolizes purification, positive transformation, hidden wisdom, or spiritual protection. They might represent shedding negativity, embracing change, exploring intuition, or seeking protection from harm.
Well, well, well. Well, well, well. So I saw the white snake hanging from the garage, the closest to me, above. Spirit said above. What is the spirit of the white snake? Let me see. Bai Sujin, also known as Lady Bai, Lady White, is one alley. Is 1,000-year-old white snake spirit and the title character of the legend of the white snake. Huh. Spirit said alley, so someone named Alley could be significant. Are white snakes messengers of the gods? White snakes are messengers of the gods? What? Huh. Are white snakes evil? In the earliest versions, the white snake was depicted as an evil demon. Anatomical. Huh. Interesting. Spirit, are you, correct me if I'm wrong, okay? I'm just going to say what I'm getting. Are you, oh look, Spirit said ally and I have alliance. So there was some kind of hostile alliance. That's the white snake. Okay, I think that's the white snake. Something that planned or made an arrangement to shame and disgrace someone, but that didn't work. So then they decided to create some kind of heart damage to make someone vanish. Possibly something with five. Either five people came together, because it says a hostile alliance, or five departments, or five people of power. False. All right. Spirit, can I have a clue about this alliance, please? Can you tell me more about this alliance? Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. So this alliance, let lying dogs rest. Isn't that the saying? Let sleeping dogs rest or something? Let me see. Let sleeping dogs rest. Let sleeping dogs lie is an English idiom that means to ignore a problem or incident because addressing it could make things worse. To not rock the boat. A request for a matter or incident to remain undiscussed or avoided where addressing it might cause trouble. Let sleeping dogs lie. Huh. Let sleeping dogs lie. And there's a white handkerchief here, which could imply a flag or like tapping out or giving up. There's a group of people here who have become tired of being a hostile alliance. They've grown definitely. They've grown tired and weary. They're in a red blanket, so they could possibly be very in their root chakra, which, you know what, let me just how do I put that? Overactive root chakra. According to some, an overactive root chakra or Muladhara chakra can lead to a variety of negative emotions and behaviors, including anxiety and fear, impatience, materialism, anger, aggression, addictions. So there are, I don't know why there's some kind of possibly 3 people, or this alliance has 3 to 5 people in it that are now, and Spirit said definitely, that are growing weary of some kind of plan or arrangement that they made to shame and disgrace someone. Because they have an overactive root chakra. They're always in fear. They're always in anxiety. They can't ever wait. They have to have answers now. They're very impulsive. They could possibly, most likely, they could possibly have addictions. And it doesn't have to be addictions to drugs or alcohol. It could be addictions to being dramatic, or addictions to gossiping, or being in fear. You know, those are definitely things that people can have addictions to. There's something that there's one of these people didn't want to stop doing something, but they don't want to cause any more trouble. Let sleeping dogs lie. So they're choosing to possibly throw in the towel or give up on something, give up on causing shame and disgrace to someone. Spirit, please tell me more about this hostile alliance. Why did they start a hostile alliance? Game pinned the tail on the donkey. Back up, Foxy, you're getting warmer.
Negative.
They wanted to make someone look like an ass? They wanted to make someone... They were making fun of someone, or they wanted to make someone angry. They could have been trying to... This fox has a blindfold on and he's going the wrong direction. They could have wanted to distract somebody from pinning the tail on the donkey, from pinpointing where some kind of negativity was coming from. There's something they were doing, this alliance of people. I don't know why this keeps coming up in my energy. Back up, Foxy, you're getting warmer. This fox, someone here was blinded to this. They were blind to the fact that they were being used as some kind of pawn or some kind of means to an end to...
Definitely.
Definitely, thank you, Spirit. They're being used. They're being used to do something. What were they being used to do? Somebody in this group was being used to do something. Being used to... This reminds me of that story, the fiddler or something, or the Pied Piper. Let me see. The Pied Piper.
According to Google Books, The Pied Piper of Hamelin and Other Poems is a collection of enchanting and timeless poems written by Robert Browning.
Underlined.
What's the story of the Pied Piper? The Pied Piper has become a metaphor for a person who attracts a following through charisma or false... where is it?
Help us go.
Oh my gosh, it doesn't have the rest of what it was saying. Okay, let me go to a different one. Oh, there's something wrong with my eyes. Pied Piper poem. Hamlin Towns, Brunswick. The river, blah, 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 washes its wall on the southern side, a pleasanter spot you never spied. But when begins my ditty, almost 500 years ago, to see the townsfolk suffer so from vermin was a pity. Rats, they fought the dogs and killed the cats, and bit the babies in the cradles and eat the cheeses out the vats, and licked the soup from the cook's own ladles, split open the kegs of salted sprats, made nests inside men's Sunday hats, and even spoiled the women's chats by drowning their speaking with shrieking and squeaking in 50 different sharps and flats. At last the people in a body to the town hall came flocking. 'Tis clear, cried they, our mayor's a naughty. And as for our corporation, Shocking to think we buy gowns lined with ermine that for dolts that can't or won't determine what's like to rid us of our vermin. What? That's the longest poem I've ever seen in my life. Can I have the short version, please? What's the summary of the Pied Piper poem? Story centers around Pied Pipers hired by the town of Hamlin to rid the town of a rat infestation problem. The town uses music to spirit away the town's rats. The town refuses to pay the Pied Piper for his services, so he uses musical magic to lure away the town's children who never get seen again. Oh, shit, I didn't know that. The moral of the story is never be ungrateful. Learn about the importance of honesty as opposed to deceit. It teaches children never fall into traps and to think rationally before acting upon anything. Oh. And look at this. So there's somebody here who was a hostile alliance who was tricking us, a sly fox, to look away from some kind of plan they had, some kind of arrangement they had. Look at this picture. There's two people laughing in the background. And this fox doesn't know any better. He thinks he's at the party having fun. He's blindfolded. He's like, I'm having a good time. But the other people like are in on something that this fox doesn't know. And then look at this. Same thing. This person knows something that the other two people don't know. Let sleeping dogs lie. There's something that they gave up doing that was trying to lure someone away from something, some kind of deceit, something that someone did, someone who's ungrateful, who doesn't think rationally, that tried to set some kind of trap to lure away somebody who's childlike, or someone who has childlike curiosity, or someone who's innocent. Can you tell me more about why they did this? Yeah, look at this. They made a plan. I told you they made some kind of huge plan. They were an alliance of people. They were trying to
Screeching.
They were trying to cover up some kind of secret from being illuminated. Thought I heard someone talking. They're trying to cover up something from being illuminated. Look at them painting this lamppost. There's something that they're hiding that they did to somebody who's innocent, to somebody who didn't know anything. They were trying to... Can you tell me more? What was the secret? What was the secret they're trying to cover up? No girls allowed. Some kind of boys club. About some kind of club or group. They're trying to cover up something about some kind of boys club. Oh, look, this is a skull and bones. A secret society. They were trying to cover up. They were trying. Oh. Spirit, tell me if I'm wrong, okay? What I'm getting is that there's a group of people here.
Incalculable.
There's a group of people here who are very calculating. They're false people. They're people that have done shameful and disgraceful things that were trying to make some kind of plan. They're hostile, though, a hostile alliance. So they came up against somebody who's innocent, who's childlike, someone who could be someone of authority or someone who has. This is a donkey. What political party is a donkey? A Democrat? And this is an elephant right here. I think this is about political parties, you guys. What political party is a donkey? Democrat. What political party is a elephant?
According to Running for Office,
Republican.
Cartoons of Clifford K. Berryman, the elephant is a widely recognized symbol of the Republican Party. Made popular by cartoonist Thomas Nast, the Republican elephant first appeared in Harper's Weekly in 1874. The Republicans have embraced the elephant as their official symbol and still use it in campaigns today.
And I have a donkey right here. This could possibly be about a political leader. There's a group here that is in hostile alliance. A white snake. Sad. Spirit said it's sad. That are a white snake. That is some kind of boys club. No girls allowed. Some kind of secret society with the skull and the bones. They were trying to cover up some kind of they were trying to stop something from being illuminated. This monkey is being held up by a Republican Party. They're trying to cover up something about a club, about a secret society that, I don't know. The secret society is something about the Pied Piper.
Black.
Spirit said black, and I have a black crow here. Spirit, tell me more about this secret society, please. Please tell me more about this secret society. So this innocent person was blind to this. Welcome to the greatest show on earth. Something that was a show. Something that was a show. It was a circus show. They were trying to cause some kind of... They were trying to make someone vanish who knew about their boys' club. Someone who was putting on a show. Or so they were told someone to put on a show. Or they put on a show. I don't know. I don't know yet. Something that made it hard to sleep at night. Some kind of circus show that they... Man, this doesn't want me to read it. It's making me feel very tired. Like I could literally just go like this. What are you trying to tell me? Okay, let me get some clarifiers here. Spirit, what in the world are you trying to tell me? Let's do... This just came out on accident. to like dive deep. Okay, Spirit, tell me what is going on. What is this person that they had a hostile alliance against? Who's this person? Who's this person they had a hostile alliance against? I have a siren here. Someone in siren energy. I have a comic. And a vow. Telling you something about a secret society or some kind of secret vow, something that they promised to somebody, something they've been doing in secret. Someone found out about it. So they were trying to create some kind of damage or disgrace to somebody. They were trying to make someone vanish because they made a vow to some kind of secret society and someone found out about it. But this person didn't want to rock the boat. They were trying to let sleeping dogs lie because they didn't know what to do about it. They were blind to what this group was actually doing, and they ended up finding out. And it ended up disrupting. They couldn't sleep at night. Something about sleeping at night. Possibly something with like the Pied Piper, like they found out this group was doing shameful, disgraceful things, and so this group made some kind of plan or arrangement to cause some kind of heart damage to this person. This could be some political leader, someone who had to pretend, because the show must go on, someone who who was on the fence, who was wearing a mask all the time because they knew the truth and it caused them to not be able to sleep at night. The hunter. This group is some kind of... How can I find out about this group? Sir, can you tell me more about this group?
Feel love.
Let me see. Spirit, please tell me more about this group. What was their plan and their arrangements? Bunk bed. They wanted to team up, shoot from the hip. Something about I think this is about a politician. This is about some kind of political leader. Cherry pie. She's my cherry pie. What year was Cherry Pie made? What year was the song Cherry Pie made? What year was the song Cherry Pie made? It's an 80s song.
Residual.
Released in 1990. Who was president in 1990? Who was president in 1990? Wait, what? No. Who was America's president in 1990?
Here is information from Ohio Secretary of State.
What? Who was president in 1990? George W. Bush. Huh. George W. Bush was president from 1989 to 1993. He lived until 2018. What about him? Are you saying that he made the vow or he's part of this group? Or he did both? This may be about a president who made a vow to go on with the show, the greatest show on earth. Somebody who was some kind of political leader for a Democratic or Republican party that was in the Skull and Bones. Hold on. Was George W. Bush in the Skull and Bones?
According to Wikipedia, in the 2004 U.S. presidential election, both the Democratic and Republican nominees were members of Skull and Bones. When
Alexander.
asked what it meant that he and George W. Bush were both Bonesmen, former presidential candidate John Kerry said, "Not much, because it's a secret. Members are assigned nicknames."
Mm-hmm. Wow. Look. So this political leader is part of this secret society that wore a mask. They wore a mask. And there's someone here that that's the alliance. That's the hostile alliance. They planned and made an arrangement to have someone vanish because somebody found out about something they were doing, something that was like the Pied Piper. They were leading people in the wrong direction, or they were ungrateful, or they weren't paying people, or something like that. Shoot from the hip. Shoot. Who was the president before George W. Bush? Reagan. Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan.
Me.
Ronald Reagan was president from 1981 to 1989 and passed or transitioned in 2004. And this says shoot from the hip. Key. So it said key, shoot from the hip, and this says vanish. Didn't Ronald Reagan have an assassination attempt? Did Ronald Reagan almost get assassinated?
According to Wikipedia, attempted assassination of Ronald Reagan. On March 30th, 1981, then President of the United States Ronald Reagan was shot and wounded by John Hinckley Jr. in Washington, D.C., as he was returning to his limousine after a speaking engagement at the Washington Hilton.
Oh, shit. Stop. Where was he shot? Where was Ronald Reagan shot on his body?
Left armpit. According to Ronald Reagan Library, John Hinckley Jr. fired his .22 caliber revolver
Left
with
armpit.
devastating bullets at the president and his security team. Reagan was wounded when one of the bullets ricocheted off of the limousine, striking him under the left armpit.
The left armpit. Which is where your heart is, isn't it? And it says heart damage. Spirit,
Store.
are you saying that George W. Bush, or the secret society that George W. Bush was in, the Skull and Bones Secret Society, was putting on a show for the whole earth? Some kind of show that they put on. Something they do that involves sugar rush, beer pong, and roller disco. They could have been bunk bedding with each other in this group, but they're all hunters. They're all hunters, and possibly could have touched. They possibly could have tried to involve another political leader here that wasn't didn't want to be part of it, but knew about it, but took a vow of
Arsenoid.
took a vow of secrecy to not disclose this boys' club, but they may have. The assassination attempt on Ronald Reagan might not have been an accident. It might have been completely planned by this group, this hostile alliance that planned and made arrangements to shame and disgrace somebody that's innocent. Somebody that shoots from the hip could have been shot at by possibly 5 men. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 beings in this picture. This group of Skull and Bones boys could possibly share bunk beds, some kind of boys club where they party and have sugar rushes and do some kind of shameful, disgraceful acts, and they wear masks for the whole world to put on a show, some kind of show. And this says comic, which is an entertainer. Wasn't Ronald Reagan an actor? He was an actor before he was president. He was a old Hollywood actor. Godzilla group hug. Godzilla in reverse. Danger zone. I told you. He wasn't a monster like these people. These people were monsters. And this says rush hour. And we looked up. What did we look up? It said that they did something in a rush. Something they did that was shameful and disgraceful in an emotional rush out of their emotions. A joust. A joust between an opponent. Jousting happens between opponents. There's some kind of competition here. Karaoke. Someone was going to speak out about some kind of group that was putting people in danger or creating a danger zone. That's what happened. That's why this person almost got assassinated. Bloody Mary.
Incorrect.
Okay. I was going to say something, but Spirit said incorrect. Bloody Mary. Please clarify this Bloody Mary. So this innocent person that took a vow to not talk about, to keep hidden the secret society, knew about something they were doing that was putting the earth in a danger zone. Spirit said moon in reverse. It was supposed to be a secret. It wasn't supposed. People weren't supposed to know about it. It was something that was repressed. Okay, it was repressed because it would have created conflict. It would have created a lot of pain in the collective. It would have created a lot of hard work where they'd have to like go backwards. Basically, they'd be going backwards because they were doing something in this group that they all took a vow for of secrecy. Just like John Kerry said, it's a secret. He can't talk about it because they were putting on the greatest show on earth. They were putting on some kind of act, but there's some kind of competition here because somebody was going to talk about how the society puts people in danger. They cheat. They're cheaters. They're manipulators. Spirit said cheat. So somebody here was in competition with somebody who's who gives group hugs, somebody who's not a monster, somebody who's fair, somebody who's just, somebody who doesn't want to stir the pot, let sleeping dogs lie. But this group is trying to cover up things that they do that are shameful and disgraceful. But this other person realizes that this group is a danger zone. All they care about is sugar rushes, roller disco, and beer pong, some kind of boys club that's full of masculinity, a skull and bones club. So it created an enemy. It created a hidden enemy in this group because there's somebody who doesn't want to be part of the group, somebody who doesn't, an entertainer, a comic. Ronald Reagan was an actor before he was president. An entertainer did not want to wear a mask. Did not want to wear a mask. Didn't want something to be hidden because they took a vow of secrecy, though, but they were about to say or block the enemy because they were about to group hug. They're about to share with the group, with the world, what this group is about. The secret society of boys that play beer pong and karaoke. And we're doing something shameful that put the world in danger. They were creating obstacles, but this group is stubborn and all they do is create challenges and blockages for this person. So this person had to let lying dogs rest because there's nothing they could really do about it because their life was put in danger. Snake. Didn't I talk about a snake? There's a snake in the beginning when I was talking about a snake. Someone who is untrustworthy. Someone who has desires of deception. Someone who has secret intelligence. And Spirit said cheat, and this says cheating. Somebody cheated here because somebody knew they couldn't go up against somebody who gives group hugs, somebody who's fair, somebody who's just, somebody who doesn't want to be part of this hostile alliance, this boys club, someone that's not interested in roller disco and danger zones and sugar rushes. It's somebody was blind to the fact that they were being made fun of, or there's someone that was in competition with them. A man. I told you, a man. Someone who questions his own masculinity, someone who maybe in this boys club they have fun with their own sex, which is fine, do what you want. You don't have to start a club about it and hurt people. You can just it doesn't need to be like a whole thing where you're like putting people in danger and stuff. But this innocent person knew about this club that may possibly have people in it that question their sexuality. So they wanted to end a cycle. They wanted to end a commitment, being part of this group or being attached to this group. And so shoot from the hip. There's some kind of plan to shoot from the hip to make this person vanish, to cause some kind of heart damage. But it didn't work. Son, it didn't work. They couldn't get rid of this person, and now ultimately they tried to, but the truth is going to come out because this is the year of the truth. There's lots of truths coming out about a lot of people. Okay? Sinned. Oh, Spirit said sinned. So
Dark soul.
So they're probably going to I can hear someone walking around upstairs. So whoever this is, I can't say for sure. This is for entertainment purposes only. This could be a political leader, possibly Ronald Reagan, talking about George Bush, because I have an elephant here, and I have a Democratic Party and a Republican Party here with somebody who's innocent, somebody who was blind to what was really going on, but found out something that was putting the nation in danger. They wanted to come out with the information, but there was something there's some kind of joust, some kind of competition that was aroused because there was a snake here, a snake in the grass, which could possibly be George W. Bush, a snake in the grass that didn't want this person to have another presidency.
70.
Well, damn, so coughing at the top of the deck. All right, collective, I hope that this was fun. Love you. Bye.